Peru is one of those rare countries that makes you feel like you're traveling through time. Every region tells a different story, from ancient ruins high in the Andes to tropical jungles that hum with life. In this complete Peru travel guide, we're exploring the top 10 places to visit in Peru, with tips, food, hidden gems, and moments you'll never forget. Our first Peruvian destination is Machu Picchu. No matter how many photos you've seen, nothing prepares you for your first glimpse of Machu Picchu. The mist slowly lifts, revealing terraces carved into green mountains and stone temples aligned with the stars. It's the kind of place that makes you whisper without realizing it. Getting here can be an adventure itself. You can take the famous Inca Trail, a 4-day hike through cloud forests and ancient settlements. Or if you're short on time, ride the scenic train from Cusco to Aguas Calientes and then take the shuttle bus to the entrance. Try to arrive at sunrise or late afternoon when the crowds thin out. You'll feel like you have the entire city to yourself. Bring water, sunscreen, and your passport. It's required for entry. For photography lovers, the Sungate Viewpoint offers the classic wide shot you see on postcards. And don't skip the Huayna Picchu hike if you like a little thrill. It's steep, but the panoramic view is worth every step. If you've been inspired already, hit that like button. It helps more travelers find this guide and keeps us exploring new destinations for you. Next, we travel to the city of Cusco. Once the beating heart of the Inca Empire, Cusco is where past and present live side by side. Stone streets lead to Baroque cathedrals. Locals in traditional clothing chat beside backpackers with cameras. Start your visit at Plaza de Armas, the city's main square, and wander through narrow lanes filled with cafes and artisan shops. Visit Coricancha, the Temple of the Sun, where Inca stonework meets Spanish colonial walls. You can literally see centuries of history layered on top of each other. Spend a couple of days adjusting to the altitude. Cusco sits over 11,000 feet above sea level. Drink coca tea, walk slowly, and don't plan strenuous activities your first day. For food, try lomo saltado, a fusion of Chinese and Peruvian flavors, or Kai roasted guinea pig, if you're adventurous. At night, Cusco transforms into a cultural playground. Andean music in one plaza, salsa dancing in another, and restaurants overlooking the twinkling lights below. And don't forget the local markets like San Pedro, where you can buy handmade textiles or fresh fruit smoothies for $1. If you've been here before, drop a comment below. What was your favorite part of Cusco? Now we move on to the Sacred Valley. Just outside Cusco lies the Sacred Valley, one of the most beautiful and historically rich regions in Peru. Golden fields stretch between snow-capped peaks, and every village seems to have its own secret. Stop first at Pisac, famous for its mountaintop ruins and colorful Sunday market. Locals from nearby communities come here to trade vegetables, woven bags, and silver jewelry. Next, head to Ollantaytambo, a living Inca town with narrow canals and stone alleys that have been used for centuries. Climb its massive terraces for incredible views of the valley. Adventure travelers can go whitewater rafting on the Urubamba River or zip-lining between cliffs. For something quieter, visit the Mara salt mines, thousands of tiny pools that shimmer like mirrors in the sunlight. Stay overnight in a family-run guest house. They'll usually serve homemade soup, fresh bread, and coca tea by the fire. It's a slower rhythm here, one that reminds you, travel doesn't always have to be rushed. The Sacred Valley is also perfect for families, or anyone wanting a gentler introduction to high-altitude life before tackling Machu Picchu. We now venture to the majestic Lake Titicaca. At 12,500 feet, Lake Titicaca feels otherworldly. The air is crisp, the water impossibly blue, and legends float across the surface like mist. According to Inca mythology, the first king and queen emerged from this lake to start civilization. Take a boat from Puno to explore the Uros floating islands, handmade from reeds that locals weave and rebuild every few months. When you step on one, it feels springy beneath your feet. The families here welcome visitors, showing how they fish, cook, and craft. Continue to Taquile Island, known for intricate textiles woven by men, a tradition recognized by UNESCO. Stay overnight with a local family, eat trout caught that morning, and watch stars appear brighter than you've ever seen. Bring warm clothes. The nights can be freezing, but the hospitality will warm you up fast. If you're enjoying this so far, take a moment to subscribe. We post new travel guides like this every single week. Now we visit Colca Canyon. Twice as deep as the Grand Canyon, Colca Canyon is where you realize just how dramatic Peru's landscapes can be. The drive from Arequipa takes you through dusty plains where wild vicuñas graze. When you reach the edge, you'll see terraced hillsides descending into a valley carved by the Colca River. Wake up early and head to Cruz del Condor Viewpoint to watch giant Andean condors soar on morning thermals. Their wings can span over 10 feet, and seeing them glide silently past is unforgettable. If you like hiking, trek down to the Oasis of Sangal, where palm trees and pools await at the bottom. Spend the night in a rustic lodge, then climb back out at dawn before the sun gets too hot. Afterward, reward yourself with a soak in La Calera hot springs. Try local dishes like chicharrón de alpaca and drink fresh coca tea to fight altitude fatigue. Colca Canyon is raw, wild, and perfectly balanced between adventure and peace. Travel on, we reach Arequipa. Arequipa, nicknamed the White City, shines under the Andean sun. Its buildings are made from volcanic silurstone, giving everything a soft white glow. 3 volcanoes, Misti, Chichani, and Picchu Picchu, stand guard over the skyline. Start at Santa Catalina Monastery, a maze of orange and blue courtyards where nuns once lived in silence for centuries. Then wander the Plaza de Armas, surrounded by arched balconies and one of the most photogenic cathedrals in Peru. Arequipa's museums tell fascinating stories. The Museo Centuri displays Juanita, the Ice Maid, a young Inca girl sacrificed to the gods over 500 years ago. It's humbling to see how advanced and spiritual the Incas were. For food, Arequipa is unbeatable. Taste rocoto relleno, spicy stuffed peppers, or ocopa arequipeña, potatoes covered in creamy peanut sauce. End your day at a rooftop cafe with views of the volcanoes glowing red at sunset. If you're taking notes for your Peru trip, comment below. Arequipa should definitely be on your list. Our next amazing area in Peru is Nazca. Drive several hours north and the landscape turns into a desert straight out of a science fiction movie. This is Nazca, home to one of archaeology's biggest mysteries, the Nazca Lines. Massive shapes of animals, spirals, and lines stretch across the sand, visible only from the air. No one knows exactly who made them or why. Some say they were astronomical calendars. Others think they were offerings to the gods of rain. Take a short flight over the desert to see figures like the monkey, the hummingbird, and the astronaut. It's eerie, beautiful, and unforgettable. If you prefer staying grounded, climb the small viewing tower near the highway to spot a few of the lines safely. While here, explore the Chowchilla Cemetery, where ancient mummies still sit in open tombs. Nearby, the Kentilok Aqueducts show how the Nazca people engineered water channels that still function today. When the sun sets, stay overnight and stargaze. The desert sky here is one of the clearest on Earth. Travel tip: always wear a hat and bring extra water. The heat can be brutal. For ultimate beauty and wonder, travel to the Amazon rainforest. Nearly 60% of Peru is covered by rainforest, and each region feels like a different planet. Fly to Puerto Maldonado in the southeast for easy access to the Tambopata National Reserve. Hop in a boat and glide down the Madre de Dios River. Monkeys swing overhead and macaws flash red and blue against the green canopy. Stay in an eco-lodge built from bamboo and palm leaves. Next, we arrive in Lima. Welcome to Lima, Peru's capital and one of the most vibrant cities in South America. A lot of travelers treat it as a layover, but that's a big mistake. Lima is the country's cultural and culinary capital. Walk along the cliff-top parks of Miraflores, where paragliders float above the Pacific. Then dive into Barranco, a colorful neighborhood filled with murals, cafes, and live music. Cross the Bridge of Sighs and make a wish. It's a local tradition. Visit Plaza Mayor, the historical center where the government palace and cathedral stand side by side. But let's be honest, the real reason you stay in Lima is the food. This city is home to some of the best restaurants in the world. Try ceviche, fresh fish cured in lime, or anticuchos, skewered beef hearts grilled over open flames. For desserts, Suspiro Limeño is a creamy caramel dream. If fine dining isn't your thing, grab lunch at a local huarique, small, family-run spots that serve unforgettable meals for under $10. Lima is also a great place to pick up Peruvian coffee and chocolate before flying home. Tell me in the comments, what's your favorite food when you travel? Finally, we reach Huaraz and the Cordillera Blanca. Our last destination takes us high into the mountains again. Huaraz is the base for exploring the Cordillera Blanca, the highest tropical mountain range in the world. The peaks here rise over 20,000 feet, and turquoise lakes shimmer in the valleys below. For a day hike, tackle Laguna 69. It's challenging but jaw-droppingly beautiful. For multi-day adventures, the Santa Cruz Trek offers glaciers, rivers, and star-filled skies. You can rent gear in town or hire guides for around $50 a day. After long hikes, relax in the Monterey Hot Springs nearby. Huaraz is also home to friendly mountain communities, where you can learn about traditional weaving and high-altitude farming. Visit the local market early in the morning to see colorful produce and try warm quinoa porridge. The town itself may be small, but the landscapes around it are absolutely enormous. If you've ever dreamed of hiking in Peru but didn't know where to start, this is the place. From the ancient stones of Machu Picchu to the green depths of the Amazon, Peru invites you to explore slowly, connect deeply, and leave with stories that stay with you forever. If you found value in this guide, please give it a like. It really helps the channel grow. Comment below with the destination that surprised you most, or share a tip if you've been to Peru before. And of course, subscribe for more travel guides and inspiration every week. Keep your bags ready, your heart open, and let the journey lead you to your next adventure.